taking the magic poo into the show. I'm finding more and more creative ways in order to appear here. So I wanted to appear more comfortable. But guys, we are here back with yet another episode of Art of the Jam. This is episode number 135. And guys, before we get into today's question, don't forget to guess that band, find that phantom. Oh my gosh. And guys, I have a whole new thing. I'm starting to ditch the submit your uncles, butch aunts, or shitty cousins, and I have a new iteration of these shows. One of the how do you say show favorites of favorite segments, whatever the fuck you want to say it. But Phantom Sam and the Fictions is I'm trying to reformat it into something I can do with or without guests, because it's would be kind of strange for me to actually do my own fictitious band names on the show. So instead of me coming up over the course of the week or 2 weeks with fictitious band names, I want you guys at home to submit fictitious band names that you come up yourself, and I will analyze them here on this show, and I will give you, of course, your credit, and I will decide what type of band that would be, who they would open for, what their album title they would have, anything and everything that I can think of, we will I will come up with. So yes, that is a new segment, and I want you to submit your fictitious band names for this new iteration of Phantom Sam and the Fictions. So guys, don't forget. But like I said, guys, let's get into our question of the week here. In tradition of Art of the Jam, I do have a question for you guys at home, audience. And our question today is it a synchronicity of divinity, an innocent coincidence, or maybe an insatiable sense of wanting manifesting itself through delusions of comfort? What is a clear sign that you have experienced in a lucid state of mind that's given you the feeling that maybe I'm in the right place, or maybe I'm doing the right thing? Something, it could be whatever you think, like a sign from God or something. I don't know, anything of that nature. If it's a weird synchronicity or coincidence, whatever you believe, whatever you think that would be through your lens of beliefs and being, I guess. So I repeat, guys, what is a synchronicity of divinity, an innocent coincidence, or maybe an insatiable sense of wanting manifesting itself through delusions of comfort? What is a clear sign you've experienced in a lucid state of mind that is just let you know that maybe you're doing the right thing or you're in the right place? That being said, guys, cue the intro.
Guess that band. Guess that band. Guess.
And we are back from the intro, guys. And let me get a sip of my daddy's old go-go juice. And I just have to say, guys, before I get into my personal little story as far as innocent coincidences or divine synchronicities go, I do have a special little segment that I like to call Angle of the Week. I had a buddy of mine comment on a huge shout out to you, Connor Brown. I did have a huge wait. Anyways, I did have a buddy reach out and he's like, angles, you need more angles. Because I used to do this thing before I actually started doing the show by itself. I used to have 2 cameras and I would be talking, I'm looking around like there's more cameras. Ching, ching, ah. But that'd be cool if I had multiple cameras. But, it is what it is. I'm a poor little bitch. But, yeah, I would talk to this camera, and I would recite a line, and then I would go to this camera, and I would recite a line, and then I'd go to this camera, and I'd recite a line, and it was fun. It was fun. It was kind of a little thing. I don't know if that's what he was referencing, but I used to do that, and it was a good time. So every week I'm going to have a special new angle, and it could be above my head, it could be over there, it could be over there, it could be from the booth over there at the Sideshow's booth back there, the sound booth. But it is what it is, guys. So, yeah, have fun. Let's have fun with that angle. But before we get into my little story of this synchronicities of divine divine synchronicities or innocent coincidences, I do have another little segment for you guys. And this, actually, I regret to inform you guys at home that though I do speak out on AI quite aggressively and often, I needed somebody on the other side because Sideshow is so busy with running the sound, and honestly, I don't really trust him to Google stuff. He gets distracted. He's a very he gets very distracted, and he'll just start playing. He'll get on addictinggames.com or Newgrounds or something. He's just now discovering old shit, and he'll just sit there and play whatever the fuck, Quap or whatever the fuck that, where the little horse game. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but he just discovered that and he's super into it. But he just keeps playing it and he won't fucking stop. So I don't really trust him at this point. Sorry, Sideshow O'Malley. It's just what it is. You did it to yourself, buddy. If you spoke, that's the way you'd speak. I feel like it. Ding, ding, I'm Sideshow O'Malley, carnival fucking barker or some shit. But guys, that's what I'm trying to say is I recently gave in and I got myself an AI platform. Yeah. Shut up. Okay. I got an AI platform so that I could have something that is voice activated that I could say, what does this mean? And it would listen and it would just say it. I don't have to, no hands-on shit, no nothing or other. It's just something that I can, it's ease of access, okay? So I don't have to trust my fucking, who's supposed to be my right-hand man to do it, and it is what it is. But I would like to introduce you guys to answer this question for us first. And I will answer it one more time, so please bear with me because I am repeating myself a lot. But as far as the question of is synchronicity of divinity and innocent coincidence, or maybe an insatiable sense of wanting manifesting itself through delusions of comfort, what is a clear sign you've experienced in a lucid state of mind that's giving you the feeling that maybe you are in the right place or at the right time, doing the right thing? And so guess what, guys? Let's punch it into Pearl-Plexity.
Perplexity is unsure of the
What do you have to
complexity
say,
of your
Pearl?
question. But when I wake up, I get foodie, I sit pretty, or I go potty, I get biscuit. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the right thing, dude. Yeah.
Guys, that was quite the answer. I don't think that helped us any, but it is what it is. So, guys, please give it up for my beautiful Pearl-Plexity, the AI canine. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Now get out of here. It's okay. Just go pee on something or chew on something. I don't know what the fuck you do. But, guys, as far as the question goes, I do have a question myself, and this is called the gas can story. And what I mean by that is, there was one time me and my buddies, we used to do these things. I don't know what if anybody out there had any special name for driving around aimlessly all day and smoking pot in their late teens to early 20s, but we called it roadieing. To go on a roadie, and we were going on a roadie down to the river, okay, and we were to the Amish country down in this place in Missouri called Lead Mine, and it has a beautiful river access, and we would always go down there and we would smoke weed the entire way, and then we would get there and we would swim and smoke weed, and then we would get out of the river and smoke weed, and then when we would leave we would also smoke weed. We did quite a bit of the marijuana use, but the point being is not the marijuana use. The point being is that whenever we were driving there, we were all poor. Okay, it would be like one of those things like, who's driving? Can we scrounge up like $5-10 in gas money just to get there or whatnot, and then we'll figure out how to get back. But so we scrounge up this money, and we're on our way, and it just happened to not be. It was a little too far for the amount of gas that we actually scrounged up. So, as I'm driving, and we're driving in my '78 Granada, which is just a giant steel boat of a fucking '70s villain car, right? I'm sure I'll if I don't have a picture of my own Granada, I'll put a post up of a 1970s Granada, okay? And it's just a big steel boat, and it's not great on gas, but it isn't. It doesn't matter, okay? The fact of the matter is that it wasn't doing good on gas that day, probably due to the fact that we didn't have the money to put enough gas to get there in the gas tank. So we're driving, right? And me and my buddies, obviously, we were almost like openly against the thought of God, right? Because whenever you're at that age, you're just a pothead. You're a pothead, and you just denounce everything because you're starting to like think about things, and it's just kind of weird. But as we were driving, I was like, shit, we're gonna run out of gas, and and we don't have any money. We just have pot, so we might have to just live at Lead Mine now, at the river. Which honestly, there's worse places to live, honestly. But that was just a joke, and so we're on our way there. It has this roundabout, like this really spindly roadway, right? It's gravel road that just kind of like twirls around and down, and then it finally just opens up to this beautiful little bluish green spring-fed river access, and it's very secluded, so that not very often are there people there, so it's kind of a nice place to go and smoke weed, or do drugs or get drunk or whatever you want to do for that matter. But I'm getting off track yet again. But we are driving there down this spindly roadway, and I'm running out of gas, and I'm like, guys, if there's somehow some twist of fate, what if there was just like a gas can full of gas just sitting at the river access, just nobody around, just a gas can full of fucking gas, that whenever we got there, we would have this magic can of gas that just magically appeared, and we could put it in the gas tank and make it hum, right? Completely off the wall, like otherworldly fucking universe request of the universe, right? It was just a hypothetical, like, haha, guys, I'm really high. But we were high on pot news. Okay, that didn't hypothesis. Wrong word. I meant hypothetical hypotenuse. It kind of works, but it kind of doesn't. They're not, I don't, you just scratch that, okay? God damn it. Blatant bullshit. Blatant bullshit. But, guys, we're on our way, and I spout off this random thing, right? And I'm not fucking kidding you, okay? You can probably guess if you're listening intently. You can probably guess, or if I've lost you, I'm sure you know where this is going. But we turn this corner, and there's this little red speck there at the end of the roadway, and I'm like, whoa, what is that? It's just out of the ordinary. Okay, there's green trees, there's blue water, there's gray gravel, green grass. There's just a red speck, at the end of the roadway, at the river access. And it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger because that's how fucking perspective and shit works. You get closer and things get bigger. But we're getting there, and I'm like, fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. That's insane. There was a fucking gas can full of gas sitting there at the river access. Nobody around. A can of gas. I can't make this shit up, okay? My buddy looks at me, and he's like, you said you'd believe in God if there was a gas can there. I was like, nah, I'm good. Because, yeah, he got me. That's not the only time God got me. I'm going to be honest with you. But I got. God got me. I got by God. I got by God by a gas can, with a gas can. I got by God with a gas can. That day. Okay? It's kind of crazy. But that's my fucking story, guys. And how was that? I feel like that was a far better answer than fucking what Pearl-Plexity had to fucking say about it. But you know what? It's kind of crazy about Pearl-Plexity is, as I said, Pearl-Plexity is my AI canine that answers my Googles everything for me and says a bunch of so far, not good. Okay? So far, she's done a terrible fucking job, but that's what you get whenever you make a puppy into an AI, and it just gives you puppy-based answers. That's just how it works. But what I was saying is, and I don't know why this. I'm fucking up all my segues here. Okay, my segues are awful. AI puppy. Okay, now I have a fucking word of the week. Okay, Phantom Sam is brought to you by Phantom Sam's. God damn. Okay. Let me take a breather real quick. Get a little sippy. I think it's actually, this is counterproductive at this point. It's making my mouth move faster than my brain is. And maybe I just need to get out of my own way and let my brain just... My brain needs to just go over there. Well, my mouth is actually doing a fine job, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But anyways, we had Pearl-Plexity, blah, blah, blah. But Art of the Jam, Phantom Sam's Art of the Jam is brought to you by Phantom Sam's Word of the Week. Augur. Augur. Noun. Definition is one held to foretell events, especially by omens. One held to foretell events, especially by omens. Shall I use it in a sentence? I'm going to use it in a sentence. Guys, here's my sentence. The pace AI is progressing does not augur any use for human prosperity or function, for that matter. Yeah, because given the data centers are poisoning our water. Which brings me to another point, guys. If the data centers are poisoning our water or sucking up the water, I've seen several different things. Like people have that live near data centers, they turn on their fucking faucet and it's just like brown, just like it's just brown. And then some people, they turn on their fucking faucet and it's fine, but barely anything comes out. Okay? Who would have thought that a robot would not be consuming oil or some sort of like transmission fluid? They need water? I always thought in like cartoons and shit, you put water on a robot, it's like... I don't like that. But that's just the way that it is, I think. I don't know why. I think it's to cool them. They get really hot or some shit. It's like, why don't you just build the data centers under the ocean? Well, no, fucking... Who knows what kind of problems that would bring at that point. If you built a data center under the ocean, then it's just going to poison the whole... After a while, everyone's going to be like, oh, dude, we don't have to worry about fucking the water on land that's watering people. We just fucking build them all under the ocean, and then after there's going to be a million fucking data centers in the oceans, and then the oceans are just going to be polluted with even more than they already are. So I guess scratch that idea. I'm not a scientist. I am not a scientist. But it's just we live in a wild, wild world, guys, and that's just what it is. But my show and tell for you guys today. Well, before I get into it, so our word of the week, auger. Okay, guys. I wrote this episode like over a week ago, and I haven't had time to actually execute. And usually, episodes go way better if I write it and immediately film it within a day or two of writing it. Didn't do that. So, I'm trying to remember. Sometimes I'll scribble things down, and I'm literally looking at things, and I have no idea what they are because I do it in shorthand, so I can just get as much of my thoughts onto a piece of paper at one time, and zero recall is happening right now. But that's a segment. Never mind. We're not going to do that. But guys, I do have my show and tell for you today is in lieu of my next segment. Okay, I wanted to introduce my toy piano as a fixture of this show. Okay, my toy piano, it sits in front of me. If you've watched the show, it's been here, and it's my fun little thing, right? It's beautiful. It reminds me of the fucking Rugrats theme song, and it's beautiful. And I wanted to know. Me and Michelle, we have Whimsy Warehouse Vintage, right? And we were on a couple of runs, and I see this. I've always wanted a toy piano that looked like a real piano, not just like the little colored ones or like the Fisher Price ones. Even though I'm pretty sure there's some Fisher Price ones that look legit from back in the day. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, guys. But if what am I trying to say here? This is a toy piano from the 1980s, and I believe if I can find the brand here, it's this is a Jamar from the 1980s, and it sounds wonderful. And honestly, like I said, I want to know, because I stopped doing the uncles, the creepy or cool, but I want to know from you guys, is the toy piano cool or creepy to you? Okay? Because whenever I bought this motherfucker, they were thankful that it was leaving the building. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the sound creeps them out. I don't know if it's just there's something. Does it play on its own? That'd be scary. But guys, that being said, here is the next segment of the show, and it is titled, Is It Haunted? This is the segment of the show where, over the course of time, whatever that might be, we go out on the road often, and I see a lot of things that I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy that because I might be bringing home a demon or something. And so that is definitely, you know, they say demons can live through photos too, or like come home through photos, or transfer themselves like through photos. I don't know. I take some photos of some things that I am too afraid to buy, and so that is the segment of the show. Is it haunted? And I want to know from you guys at home if you think that these things are haunted. Okay, and we're going to start with one thing here. This right here. This is none other than a abalone Mayan mask for 35 money. An abalone Mayan mask, okay? And it's kind of funny because I planned this segment, and since I wrote this segment and this episode, we went on another antique run, and I found another one, but I did not take a photo of it. But it's an abalone Mayan mask, and all I wanted to do was put it on my face. But I was afraid that it would be like one of those like fucking Jim Carrey from The Mask type of vibes. I didn't know if I would like become like, oh shit. Is this finally my end? Is this finally my end to truly become a cartoon character? I need to go find that mask. I need to go find that mask, and I need to put it on. Because it's going to give me special cartoon powers. I can lift my fucking crotch in the air and dodge bullets. I can turn into a wolf and ayuga. I can just pull hammers, giant fucking mallets out of my pocket. I can pull things that shouldn't fit in a pocket out of my pocket. I can do whatever I want. I can drive a little tiny car that I can't fit into. That's clowns, but I feel like they can do that in cartoons as well. You know? This is my end. I need to go back and get that. I need to go back and get that mask. Jesus Christ! I need to go back and get that mask. But guys, let me know. Do you think that this Mayan mask made of abalone is haunted or not? Ooh, scary stuff. Number 2. We have a small, I didn't do the fucking measurements, but it's like a little small 2-inch porcelain doll head. And what's crazy to me is, and might be crazy to you, I don't know, but I did not find this at any antique mall. I actually found this, drum roll, in our yard. And now it resides in a big rock, we have a big rock wall mantle, like fireplace in our living room, and it has these like little ridges in the rocks, and it now lives in there. And yeah, so I don't know if that's why I always feel like somebody's watching me. We have a couch that's in the middle of the room, so I always feel like maybe there's somebody standing over me. Maybe it's this the spirit that resides in this fucking little porcelain doll head that has like half a face. Kind of scary. Was it my idea to bring it in the house? Absolutely not. Whose idea was it? It was my beautiful fiance's fucking idea. Okay, so if our fucking house implodes in some sort of existential fucking paranormal way, and then I'm in like a TV full of bones, it's on her. Get it her. Okay. Anyways, number 3. Is it haunted? And this one is debatably, I wanted to build this one up, so whenever I pointed at this just a second ago, it'll actually be blurred and or have like a little like question mark, like a mystery card. Ooh. But guys, this next one is debatably the scariest one, I think, and I don't take this lightly. I think this is the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life, and nor would I have ever even. I didn't even want to take a picture of it because I thought it would follow me home. Okay, I briefly mentioned, yeah, demons follow you through photos. Okay, but I didn't even want to take a photo of this one because I was afraid to. I'm afraid to watch a video of these types of things on the YouTubes or on the interwebs because I'm afraid that it'll imprint on my life in some degree. It's scary, okay? But guys, drum roll please. This one is the spookiest. They used Amazon Alexa. No! Why would I want to bring home an AI or a whatever you call that, a robot companion? Why would I want to bring one of those home, let alone one that was already used by somebody else? Does that come with, you know how they like AI will like collect your things, like it will like learn about you, so that it can like provide and accommodate for your interests better throughout time? You're just a little fucking robot that comes contained already, like with other people's soul, some sort of digital soul. I don't like that. That's not something I like. Anyways, guys, that concludes our segment of the show. Is it haunted? Thank you for sticking around. I hope that I haven't lost you yet. But yeah, that was we used Amazon Alexa for $9.50. I was like, that's too cheap for one. I think somebody's really trying to get rid of this. So, anyways, guys, but before we get to our jam sandwich segment of the fat middle of this episode, which actually happens to be, I was sent a couple of video clips of our last show. It was me and Brandon's second show as Phantom Sam, as him as my drummer, or Phantom Sam's drummer. And it was our second show, and somebody sent me some video of it, and they're only like 30-second clips, and it's not great quality, so don't expect like some polished fucking wild shit. But I did tell you, and I did promise you guys at home that I would let you see how things were progressing as far as having a new drummer and whatnot. So, guys, without further ado, before we get to the show footage, here is a word from our sponsors at Whimsy Warehouse Vintage.
Now back to the show.
Guys, welcome back, and I am here to mention, as you've seen in the show footage, that was actually from a new place in Warrensburg, Missouri called The Spot. There was if anybody knows of Warrensburg, there was a historic venue there called Bodie's on Pine, and it went through several owners throughout the years, apparently. But the owner that I knew, he got a new spot, literally called the Spot, and kind of the same vibe. I mean, he really knows how to maintain a vibe even with a different venue. So big shout out to Hunter and his crew at the Spot in Warrensburg. We played with Mad Existence and the Sounds of Many. I mentioned that we were going to do this show on my last episode, and it done been did. Yippee! So yeah. Mad Existence and Sounds of Many. I've played with both of them before, and they're all swell guys. You know, I'm still have a soft spot for Ezra's little metal slap bass intro, which is dope. So maybe I'll cut to that real quick.
Ezra, if you would.
Anyways, I hope you dug that little slap bass intro and a little cameo from America's favorite producer, Sideshow O'Malley. He was really grooving with it. So yeah, that is what it is. But guys, I am here also with a new, not a new segment, but a new a hot take. I don't know why that took me so. I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out of my fucking gullet. Okay, but I'm here with a hot take, scalding hot take. Not only is it a scalding hot take, but it is a double hot take. That's two hot takes. So guys, my first hot take is, isn't it kind of fucked up that the Dawn dish soap mascot is a duck? Okay? That's kind of just like spitting in the face of the animals. Okay? You're taking the reasoning that they're using the duck for the oil duck for the Dawn dish soap ads is because Dawn dish soap was the thing that cleaned the ducks whenever the oil spilled in the ocean and started killing everything, killed all the fish and stuff. But yet we thought it would be like, hey, let's use the duck, the oilless duck as our new spokesperson for Dawn dish soap. Okay? Because if the oil duck sticks with Dawn dish soap, then they won't have, the oil duck won't have oil on him. He'll be clean. He'll be a clean duck. Is that why? Just to keep the ducks close so they don't get all oiled up again? Does anybody see where that's kind of fucked up? That Dawn dish soap is using the oil ducks as their spokespeople? I think it's kind of fucked up. I don't know. I feel like it's a big middle finger. To who? I don't know. To ducks? Maybe. I'm not sure who the middle finger is to now that I actually think about it. But good on you. Not the oil companies, but I'm glad that Dawn dish soap cleaned the oil ducks. Dawn dish soap cleaned the ducks. I like that. Do I like the oil being on the ducks in the first place? No. But could have Dawn dish soap just cleaned the ducks and just left them alone after that? We cleaned you. On to the next. On to the next aviary. That took me so long. It takes a lot. Sometimes it takes a lot of work to try to be clever. And I didn't say to be clever. I said to try to be clever. Blatant bullshit. Anyways, guys, hot take number 2. Scalding hot take. Espresso Americano. Okay, this is the thing I have to say about that. All right, in Americano, if people that don't know what an Americano is, it's an espresso, which is pretty much just a super strong shot of pure coffee. Okay, an Americano is coffee, or sorry, an Americano is espresso that you add water to. Good job, you just made coffee the hard way. You just added another step to making a cup of coffee. Good one. Does that make any sense to you? Why don't you just make a cup of coffee? Or just make an espresso? You get it? Okay, well anyways, that was my hot take. Stop fucking doing that shit. Anyways, espresso's delicious. I'm sure Americano is delicious, but just make one or the other. I don't understand what the whole fucking hubbub is about an Americano. But anyways, we're having fun, guys. That is it for the hot takes. We are here with the next segment of the show that I like to call, before we get the fuck out of here, trends in an attempt to relate. Guys, this is the segment of the show where over the wait, I always fuck this up, but okay, trends in an attempt to relate. This is where I use current events and trends to hopefully gain access, rightful use of the top hashtags, just by mentioning these topics briefly, so that I can gain popularity and more views. I'm trying to slide into that algorithm. I'm trying to get up in there. I'm trying to put your algorithm on like a fucking suit. I'm trying to get it on, get in there. Just gotta get. I'm trying to put it on like a nice paisley blazer or something. Your algorithm, I mean. Okay. Skin suit. Trying to get up all up in there like Ed Gein. That was a fucking fucked up joke. Why'd you say that, dude? Anyways, but guys, this is trends in an attempt to relate. This is where I use current events and trends in an attempt to gain popularity and rightful use of the top hashtags, so everybody will like me. Yay! Anyways, our first one is Instagram reinvents Snapchat with the thing called Instants. Okay? And it's literally where it's kind of like a story. I mean, if you have Snapchat, you know what Snapchat is. You can look at it once and then it disappears forever. So it's the perfect platform for sending nudes and selling drugs. Instagram just has their own Snapchat now. Okay? You just got a story that you can only look at once. Or if they put you on a list, you can watch it a couple of times maybe. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not really that into it. I just literally wrote it down because it was trending. That's it. Instagram Instants. Guys, number 2, we have the Trump phone, the totalitarian Trump phone, which is kind of gives you that weird vibe. It's for a low price of $47.45 a month. You can have the Trump phone, $47.45, because the 47th president and the 45th president, they were so clever. Well, this is what I don't get. Why didn't you do $45.47? You really want that fucking like $2.02 or whatever? That's kind of fucking weird. I mean, you could have just done it chronologically, $45.47, but nah, he's gonna fucking squeeze you. You done been squoze. You squoze for every little cent. Okay. This is what's crazy, okay? So they give you unlimited data, text, calling. You could call for free to over 100 countries, but then they shoehorn you with the fact that your status bar will basically let everybody know that you're calling from a Trump phone. So I feel like that's like a good way to keep tabs on people. Like, ooh, he's got a Trump phone. He's a Trump supporter. It's like, cause I feel like the Trump phones can't be any better than any other service. Okay, I mean, they probably run on somebody else's service. So I feel like the only people that are getting Trump phones would be the people that are diehard Trump fans. Neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, I feel like the only people that are going to get a Trump phone are people that are Trump supporters. So then everybody's going to know you're a Trump supporter. It's like we got to put a big fucking flag on it or whatever. So everybody knows. And I just thought that was kind of insane. because it reminds me. The reason I say totalitarian vibes too is because it reminds me of that Fairly Odd Parents episode that's like a parody of Planet of the Apes, and there's also the one where Mr. Crocker becomes like the dictator or whatever. I think it's Mr. Crocker, and yeah, everything is like obey, 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 and it's like everything is the same, but like Mount Rushmore is like ape heads and shit. It's like you're starting with mobile phones, starting with smartphones. I mean, he's probably done a lot more, I'm sure. I don't keep up with the whole shit, but it's you know, you're slowly turning everything into a Trump facade. You know what I'm saying? Like Trump products. It's like, next thing, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have fucking Trump TV, or I mean, he had tried to do the social media thing. I guess he still does. I don't know. I don't keep up with it, but you know, like Trump TV, Trump. I guess he already had like steaks and shit before he was president, which is kind of fucking weird. But maybe this was his goal from the very beginning. We don't know. But enough about that, guys. Number 3. And these are 2 things that are going to go quick, and because I don't know very much about it, but Alex Murdaugh, his murder conviction was overturned, which I think is kind of fucking weird. Not like he's free or nothing, but it was overturned because somebody, a prosecutor or something, blah 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 blah, blatant bullshit, was, you know, not doing a good job. But that is what it is, I guess. But also, more importantly than Alex Murdaugh's fucking murder conviction getting overturned, is Steve Wilkos is getting canceled after 20 years. What the fuck, America? We have to. Steve Wilkos, famed security guard of Jerry Springer, he's the only one carrying the torch. How are we supposed to get our fucking late night smut? Or sorry, our midday smut? Okay? I want to know what dwarf is having some fucking Orthodox Jews, Hasidic Jews child out of wedlock. I want to know what trailer park is being burned down because they're jealous of their former neighbor's alligator collection, or I just feel like I just said something that would legitimately happen every other day in Florida. You get my point, I think. We need somebody to carry the torch, the Steve Wilkos torch. We need somebody to do that. Okay? WWE isn't enough. I'm not a WWE fan, but you get what I'm saying. They're akin to one another. Just one's more realistic. Even though they're both probably, I mean, not probably, they're both completely scripted. Well, it's, I guess, up in the air. Wrestling, WWE is notoriously scripted. That's not a question. But as far as Jerry Springer and I don't know why, maybe I said Jerry Seinfeld earlier, I'm not sure. Now I'm like sitting here second guessing myself. I don't know, but I probably didn't, but it's still worth a second guess. So if I'd said Jerry Seinfeld earlier, that's super fucking funny still, but Jerry Springer is what I mean. We need Jerry Springers, and we need Steve Wilkos up in here. We need some Maury Povich, okay? We need that fucking Bropra, alright? Anyways, guys, that is the segment of the show I like to call Trends in an attempt to relate. Guys, I think that is our big wrap-up here. Let me look over my notes real quick, and don't forget to guess that band and find that phantom and submit those phantom fictions. Submit those fictitious band names, and you can do it in the comments. You can do it on, you can email me at phantomsamband@outlook.com. You can get at me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Message me personally, whatever you want to do, and give me your fictitious band names. and I will analyze them here on the show, and I'll tell you what type of band they would be, and who they'd open for, what bill they'd be on, for real bands, whatever and what have you, when it comes to that. But guys, that concludes another episode of Art of the Jam. This is 135. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and let me get to my mantra, which is we are going to live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. We are going to pass each and every day in peaceful contemplation, patient, and all the while remaining present in our lives. So that being said, we're going to go outside today. If it's not raining, or it was actually nice and humid, and it was a little rainy today, but it was a little hot. About like 80, I think. It was a little muggy, but it was fucking swell. But you're gonna go outside and you're gonna tickle them little grass blades. You're gonna fucking rub your nipples in your chest. You're gonna get it all up in that dirt, okay? I want you to come out. I want you to go outside, and I want you to get dirty. Okay? I want you to hug some trees. I want you to kiss some grass. I want you to pet your wife and love on your dog. I want you to waller in there. I want you to get mites. Let's get some scabies. Let's get some poison oak while we're out there, okay? Let's feel the full power and freedom of being present in our lives and being outside in the thick of the fucking soup, okay? Let's get out there and let's do it, okay, guys? So be good, do good, be safe, and you do you, boo-boo, because you are the only you. So, that being said, guys, let me play you off. Stoo-dee-doo-boop-boop-boo. It's New York. the top of the page. I keep hitting this note. Do you guys hear that? It's not the right note. Is it haunted? Abalone mask, a small porcelain doll head, and a used Amazon Alexa for $9.50. I don't like that. That's really fucking weird. Why would you sell your Amazon Alexa unless it had some weird dirt on you? But then why would you sell it? You would just have to bury it, even though it's stuck in the cloud. 'Cause here at Art of the Jam, we guess that band and we find that phantom, and I'll tag you in the comments and I'll pin it to the top. And Art of the Jam is brought to you by the word of the week, and our word of the week is auger. If you don't know what espresso is, it's really strong coffee, but if you add water, you made Americano or coffee the hard way. We don't know why Steve Wilkos died. He didn't die, but his show did. We went to the spot in Warrensburg, no. And I hope you enjoyed the show. 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 Thank you guys for watching.